Stay tuned for the Music Business History 101.
It's Dyson Knight from the Bahamas asking you to go and check out the Jelan Cumberbatch podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Wendy, Ms. What You Know About It from the Bahamas, inviting you to check out The Information is
Yo,
Power
it's the YCG
series.
Boss One, and right now you're listening to The Information is Power Series 2 by Jelan Cumberbatch. Mad!
In the 1950s, we have the first portable music player, right? So it's a transistor radio. So that was the first one of its kind where you could have music and carry it around with you, right? Of course, then we had a big boom in the music industry. So in the 1950s to 1958, the influx of money was the revenue was 200 million in the early 1940s and 50s. In the 1958, it reached up to 600 million. So obviously, we're seeing that a lot of money is being made from music, right? Then later down in the 50s, early 60s, we have the jukebox that was created. That was a big phenomenon at that time. In the late 1950s, we had the jukebox. After the jukebox now, then we have, of course, other labels come about. So we have Berry Gordy in the 1960s come about with something called Motown Records. Very, very popular, had a lot of big artists. Berry Gordy himself was a writer and a musician, and he used to write for Jackie Wilson, who was very popular at that time. So he was the first one understood the whole, in terms of like management within a label system. So you had a lot of great artists. Of course, they were teaching them how to sing, how to do interviews. So he came about with that era of molding artists and really pushing them out in the world, very groomed. Of course, his sisters was involved, so it was like a big family business, and he was very, very successful in the 60s. From the 60s now, we reach into the 70s, which was the disco era. Very, very popular, right? Very popular. So then sales went through the roof with vinyl, which is 78s and 45s. So that was very popular at that time. So all the music, of course, in the vinyl, you press one song on one side, and on the other side of the vinyl, we have a next song. So those singles were selling like crazy in the 70s. And then we have the Beatles, the Beatles Invasion, the English Invasion came to America around that time as well. Of course, sales skyrocketed again. So from there now, we come into the late 70s, early 80s. And then in 1982, we have something called the Sony Walkman.